Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle. Big.
Check it. It's Unique Hustle. It's your boy ECO, and I'm here with the lovely, amazing, official Miss Jamaica. What's going on?
No, going. I want y'all to stop what you're doing right now. Go like, subscribe, follow us from all social media platforms. When I mean all, I mean our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. You name it, we're on it. Just Google us, Boss Talk Podcast 101. We'll pop up first in line, I guarantee you. But y'all see us on the streets and talk about, man, I love what y'all doing. Keep up the good work. How can we be a part of Boss Talk? This is how you can be a part of Boss Talk. Under each and every interview, including this one right here in the description section below, there's a link that says join our membership. Click that link, follow all the instructions, and that's how you get to see all the exclusive content. Y'all been asking us, where's this interview? Where's that interview? You got to be a member to see it. Or go ahead and download our app. Go bosstalk101.app on any Apple or Google store. Thank you in advance, and we love you.
Yeah, go get that app, man. Y'all need to get that. Man, we over there. Ain't no rules on that app.
And that's where you can get a merch. That's where you can get a merch.
Personal conversations on that app, man. Just hit me, and I'm going to answer, too. You can call me, but you got to pay the $7.99. I'm not going to answer you. I'm telling you that right now, man. $7.99, or you just going to get, I'm going to leave it off. Let me know, man. Check it, man. I got a very special guest in here today, y'all. He don't need no introduction, man. This guy right here, man, listen, man, I was blown away. I really just tapped into him like I need to, but I can promise you, y'all, I'm finna be with this dude. Listen, the dude is really counseling online, guys. You know what I'm saying? This shit is bad, man. Listen, Marcus D. Wiley is in the building. What's up, brother?
What's up?
My intro is dope. That nigga thought I was Steve Harvey. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm tripping with Miss Jamaica over here with this straw. I saw a cup with smoke coming out of it with a straw. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking my coffee.
Out of a straw?
Out of a straw. Let me tell you.
You sophisticated.
The dentist got me into it. Ever since you get braces, let me tell you, they said, you know what, you don't want to stain your teeth because coffee stains your teeth. Gotcha. Drink it out of a straw. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't want to do that anymore. You know, for years it's been, and the older you get, it's not going to stay as white as it was. So I'm like, you know what, let me go ahead and keep doing the straw thing.
You go get you them veneers. He chipping and breaking on you, but you getting the dope.
Don't get the cheap veneers.
You got to go get the real.
Get the real.
Let's get to it, man. I want to talk to him. Let's take him all the way we do it on Boss Talk 101.
Okay, so you were born and raised in Texas?
Houston,
Texas.
That's right.
So you're a native of Houston. What part of Houston?
Well, we moved a lot. I started in 4th Ward. Then my mama got blessed, got married. And then we moved to Mo City, Missouri City in the 80s.
Okay.
And then we moved around only in Missouri City, though. My daddy would not allow us to leave Mo City. And then I went to college. I went to a JUCO in Lufkin, Texas.
Okay.
Called Angelina Community College.
Okay.
Then graduated there. I went to Texas Southern. That's when I moved to 3rd Ward in Houston.
What's your favorite part of Houston?
What's my favorite part?
Yeah.
My favorite part is probably 3rd Ward.
Why?
Because it's kind of like the heartbeat of H-Town. Mm-hmm. You know, the school I went to was there. I met my wife there at the college campus. All my boys went to TSU. And then they have a little ritzy part that I want to eventually move to called McGregor Estates.
Okay,
hold on one second. I want to ask about this 4th Ward because I ain't never met nobody from 4th Ward. It ain't really popular. I just said what? No. 5th Ward and 3rd Ward is the wards.
Right.
I'm just gonna be honest with you that I heard.
Okay, watch this.
I ain't heard nothing about no 4th Ward.
So you only listen to rappers, obviously. That's basically what you're saying. Yeah, 3rd Ward and 5th Ward.
So no rappers don't come out of 4th Ward?
No. I stole my dope out of 3rd and 5th.
Okay,
that's what I'm telling you. Y'all ain't really hearing nothing.
You on some illegality. Okay? I ain't on that. But
thank God you wasn't over there.
But watch this. 4th Ward is actually the original. It was the first ward created. Now, how they do that, I don't know. It was called Freedsman Town. It's the 1st ward, but it's 4th ward.
That's what I'm trying to figure. That don't make no sense.
But the first ward ever created was 4th ward.
Okay. And it used to be named what?
Freedman's Town.
Freedman's Town.
Yeah.
You put me up on game.
Yeah.
You put me up on game.
But that's where they shot Jason's Lyric. That was in 4th ward.
Really?
Yeah, that's 4th ward.
Okay, and now I'm getting education. That is education.
Yeah. No, war got going on.
But that nigga showed serious about his
call
hood.
it the deuce deuce. You know what they call it.
Okay. And it's nice over there, or do I need to be scared when I go over there?
Well, you know, what they call it gentrification.
Yeah,
that's what they did. They didn't change it up. But it was just like the regular ward. You know, 3rd ward on this side of downtown, 4th ward on this side of downtown, 5th ward on this side of downtown, 1st ward. You know, all the wards are just, you know, around downtown.
Because when I think about Houston, I think about, the older I get, the only thing I think about Houston, I'm like, dang, y'all traffic is terrible, y'all weather is terrible. I'm like, as much as we live like 3 hours away, it's like, y'all, I came down there, right? We were interviewing.
Okay.
I got, outside was nice and sunny. Went to the restroom in the middle of the interview, came back out, it's raining.
Yeah. We keep you on your toes. I mean,
when do that happen?
Yeah, we just try to keep you on your toes. See, y'all always talking about I'm bored with this, I'm bored with that. Well, you don't get bored in Houston with that weather. You gotta pack everything for today. Umbrella, rain boots, shorts, winter coat.
It
you know,
is
everything.
terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, but don't call it terrible. We're very spontaneous. That's
Man.
And you know what they always say, if you want to party, you go to Houston, because Houston know how to party.
Well, you know.
But they say it can be dangerous in Houston too, but I never see that side till I'm on Instagram the other day.
Stay off that Instagram, man.
Hold up. And I've never seen this before. I don't remember what part of Houston this was, but somebody was going down, I guess it's in the hood somewhere, and videoing, you know, doing content creation, but I guess they're not from down there. And they were walking by this park, and this dude was like, you got to get permission to do that. You can't just be, you know, going down. Did anybody give you permission? They really checking this dude.
Yeah.
And he had to like stop recording, and you know, so the guy went over to him and like, who do I talk to for permission, blah, blah, blah. Well, you got to go over there and there, you check with all the people on the block.
Yeah, you need to make a call first.
Yeah, you got to make a call.
You got to get verified.
I'm like,
in the hood.
Is it like that?
Yeah, you just don't let people just walk in, and then you know the way they do now, they talk about your hood, y'all been using it. So I'm pretty sure if you somewhere, you know, in the inner city, and you around here filming, you need to check in. You know,
you remember we was in Chicago. What was Minister Seymour said? Ice Cube and them came to do barbershop and all that. They had a problem with that. Yeah. We need to figure out how this thing gonna benefit our people in these neighborhoods while they here doing this. Yeah. And they need to check in. Yeah. And them boys to leave all them camera equipment for to go back.
All that, everything. Yeah, because you need to get verified. It's like, you know, when I played ball back in the day, we'd go to a court that we don't normally be at.
Right.
But we need somebody to vouch for us when we at this particular court. You know, so y'all, they cool, they with us, XYZ. Right. I'm not just about to go show up and hoop somewhere I don't even know these people.
That's right.
But the funny thing, you know, when you read, you know, the first thing we go to is these comments, and you read the comments, you have some people be like, why he acting like he not even the one who even owned the block. He don't even own the block. He just living there. And you know, people gonna say stuff like that, like how you gonna be trying to check people for places that you don't even really own.
Yeah, I don't own the block, but I live here.
That's right.
Yeah, I live here. I do everything here, and we don't know you.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So get you some credentials.
Yeah, for a security purpose.
No, I agree with that.
Get
don't come over here, man, unless you got it together. You come over here, we gonna be out there with them things.
Yeah. Yeah.
You mentioned your mama getting married.
Yeah.
When she got married, was that to your daddy?
No, it was yes.
No, your biological
but not
daddy.
my biological father.
Okay,
no, so I grew up. I have a biological father, and then of course, when my mom got married, when I was in 5th grade, going to go to 6th grade, that was my stepfather. But I call him my father because any man that loved my mama, loved me, took care of me all my life.
You didn't have now one of them. You ain't my daddy moments?
No.
I had him.
You had it?
Man, he walked to the store in the snow. Shout out to Willie. R.I.P. Willie, man. I was the worst child. You know what I'm saying? You ain't my daddy.
He was terrible.
You know, like, and he walked to the store in the snow, just me and my brother and sister feeding us all. He don't even know us like this, man. Dad ain't been up here in weeks. But this nigga right here is up here acting like he's somebody's daddy, talking crazy, buying his food. Nigga, you ain't my daddy. You know, that's a real situation.
I feel you, but I didn't have that because my mama made sure if they didn't make it, it wasn't going to be because of me. You know what I'm saying? So my mom was like, "No, bro, you know you in line." So he didn't have to check me. My mama checked me.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's how it went at my house. And so he was great though.
But where was your biological father though?
He was, he was can I say how do they say it? Hoeing. But he was but my biological father, good dude too though. Don't get me wrong.
So you knew him?
He
Yeah.
pick you up on the weekend?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, but he drop you off over somebody's house.
Oh, we'll stop by all this women house.
Oh yeah, you seen the plates come. The plates come. See, we know about the plates. When the plates come, you know it ain't for you.
Yeah.
And see, I was in the mixtape era where you brought a cassette with the plates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You bring the mixtape and you put that with the plate. Hey, get this to your daddy.
Was it love songs? Was it love songs?
Hell yeah, love songs.
I used to make mixtapes. I made them in high school. But no, he was my biological father. He was great. You know when you get older, you kind of understand mom and dad didn't work out.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And of course he has some other kids and all that type of stuff. I got some brothers and sisters, some I know, some I don't.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, me and him, we never had a problem.
Yeah.
But like I say, my father was so good to where, I didn't miss anything, man.
Wow.
So did he have other kids before he got with your mom?
I'm told.
Okay, so you didn't know? So
Yeah.
you didn't? No, I'm not talking your biological father. I'm talking about your stepdad.
Yeah. He had some kids. Yeah, he had been married before.
Okay, so y'all got it along with them kids and everything. They came over and stuff like that.
Yeah, we was good. I mean, these guys was older than me. I have my stepfather had sons.
Okay.
And they were older.
Okay.
But yeah, I never had no problem with them either. Everybody was cool.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. Because I always like to know, because that's the foundation of you, where you started, how you think.
Yeah.
And so many people, because of blended families or parents not coming around, it caused trauma that they don't deal with.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because some people say, well, I had a father who was present, although my biological father wasn't, and it didn't affect me because I did have the stable male role model. But some people would say, well, mentally it did affect me, although he was there.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I like to try to figure that out, because being a mom, being a parent, I've seen people who say, well, I had parents that had money, but I still end up going out the street and selling dope. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
So we try to figure out how can we keep our kids from being that person on the street doing this, doing that.
Yeah.
But then offering them everything don't always, stop that.
For sure. More time, more talk. That's what we try to do with our son. I don't try to hide nothing from him and tell him don't run from nothing. I'm a guy who, I ain't never smoked weed. I've never
Drank a lot.
drank a lot.
Could be drunk.
Who be drunk?
You.
Never.
Well, then why
Man.
it's how you compensating
How come saying with what?
with life.
The Lord.
That's
I'm
just trying to get it out, man.
Yeah, the Lord. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, this ain't a brag. I'm just saying, that never was my thing.
Yeah.
Even though I was tempted by it, my entire life. I got friends, smoke, drank, all this. And now, don't get me wrong, today I have me a frozen margarita.
Yeah.
With a tahini rim or a salt rim.
Yeah.
That's a Christian drink.
Okay.
And so I'll have that, but what I'm just saying, I only think I've been drunk one time. That's when I graduated from college.
Okay.
And I remember the reason why I said I was drunk was because I don't remember
What happened?
Me and my partner, we was out, had our graduation party at this club. And shout out to Club Ambiance.
Hey.
Back in the day, we had our graduation party there, and then I remember driving home. Forgive me, and we was intoxicated.
Yeah, under the influence.
Under the influence, and then, but luckily I was under.
But he made it.
His influence. Okay, but anyway, I got home, and when we got home, and I just remember sitting on the couch, and we was just talking. Man, we graduated, we did it, all this type of stuff, and then I woke up the next morning in my bed naked.
Wow.
So first thing I went to his room. I don't know. I went to his room. I said, "Hey, cuz, you need to tell me anything? I mean, what's going on?" He was like, "Man, what you tell me? Get out of my face." So the little girl I was dating at the time, I called her. I said, "Hey, did you come over here last night?" She was like, "Why? Why?" So she never said if she did or she didn't. But the point is, I didn't like not knowing
Yes, sir.
what happened, and I ain't ever want to be in that condition again where I don't remember you know, how I got here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I never wanted to feel like that ever again.
Man, I was a driver, so I always remembered I had to take everybody home.
Oh, that's me when now that was me.
No, but I was drunk.
To that point.
I drank the whole time. I was drunk. I was the driver, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And Lord was with us because my uncle forced me. That's what he tell you. He's the driver.
And how old were you at this time when you started doing it?
13 to 16, man, just rolling, man. That big old station wagon. Yeah. Everybody with us, man, and I'm drunk as ever.
Yeah.
But nobody was. I was the driver.
Yeah.
I'm
and
stronger
you don't even have
than
a license.
None of that. But I'm stronger than everybody. You know what I'm saying?
This is country living,
It is country
okay?
living, yeah. Yeah, he drinking moonshine.
Yeah, everything from 3.
Yeah.
Moonshine from 3. That's the first time I discovered moonshine. I was like, wow, like this is water looking like. And I drunk it, and I just went to sleep. I mean, like I noticed, I was like, man, this is. And I ain't stopped drinking from then on, man. I drank all the way till I turned 24 or 23. And then when I hit that brick wall, I never drank again.
Never drank again.
Never smoked again. Never done anything again. And that's the way life is. But I'm glad I drunk like that because all my family, my brother's still drunk like that to this day. I talked to him yesterday. I was like, man, you all right? It was his birthday. I said, I think he getting right this weekend. Got a haircut and everything this weekend. So, man, like, you are, like, dope, bro. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Brother Fresh Air, like I said when we first started, man, marriage, all of that, man. You go to school and you meet your wife, and she basically, at that point, is she interested in you at first?
Yeah, actually, she was interested in me first.
Oh, you a player from the Himalaya.
Well, I don't want to say that.
Nigga.
I don't want to say that.
We gonna tell the truth today in here.
Okay.
Come to Jesus.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be that come to Jesus moment right here. We gonna tell the truth.
We good. I'm gonna tell the truth.
Why my damn crown? I had to make it know I'm a king. Go ahead.
So what happened when I was in college at Texas Southern? I was doing a lot of shows.
Okay.
Right. Not as a comedian. I wasn't a comedian, but I was a radio, TV, film major. So we would do films and then have the students come out and pay to watch our films that we produce. So she saw me on a film that we did called 21 Crunk Street.
Wow.
One of the girls that worked with me knew my wife at the time. So my wife was like, hey, I saw this dude on the film with these white jeans on. Had on these white jeans.
That boy was clean.
Yeah, white jeans.
What color was your shirt?
I think it was a little gray shirt.
Look gray. Button up or polo?
Ooh, I'm going to go with like a little, what was it, right? It was like it had a couple of buttons right here. It was one of them type of little jokes.
GQ, nigga.
Yeah, I was GQ. I was very GQ. Very GQ. And so she told the young lady, lady by the name of Taya, hey, who's that guy? And she was like, oh, that's Marcus. He real cool. I'll introduce you to him. Well, after the show, Taya comes to me and says, hey, Marcus, a friend of mine would like to meet you. And I was really playing, but it came across arrogant because I said, Taya, everybody want to meet me. You know, I love it. It was a joke. I was like, Taya, everybody want to meet me tonight, you know. But Taya went back and told her, girl, his head big right now. You know,
man.
Whoa. And so that's why if you watch my special, Marriage is Major Surgery, when I stepped to her, she had a little attitude with me based off of that. I didn't know anything about that until later.
Right.
Wow.
And so that's how we, you know.
Broke the ice. That's how it all started. I just went to the start of the whole, this marriage. 28 years or
28 years this month.
But how did you get over the attitude part? How did you ease through that?
I like attitude. See, that's different between me and maybe some of these what I like to call brittle men.
It's a challenge for you.
And don't get me wrong, I don't mean challenge me to the point to where, you know, it's like too much. But I'm saying I think a woman should have a little, I don't know. You know, I'm with that. Like, I don't think a woman should just be, hey, what you want to do? You know, immediately and all this. I think she should be
I went through that. I had that little moment where she lied and act like I wasn't going to be there. Yeah, I'm right here at your door. I'm at your door.
I'm here. Yeah.
Hey, I'm at your door, though. I'm at your door. Don't matter. I'm at your door. I don't know who lives in here, but I'm coming in. Was I at your door?
Yes, he
did. I
did.
know if you had anybody?
How long it took, Mr. Beck? How long it
At your
took?
door. Do you hear me?
I took about 4 or 5 months to call him.
When
About
she
4
called,
months to call
though,
him
it
for the first
was
time.
right on time. He may not,
That may not come when you want
but
it.
he right on time. You know what I'm saying?
But he did though. Like
Yeah.
he was trying to talk to me downstairs. He met me for the first time trying to talk to me, and
Yeah.
I sort of ignored him and walked upstairs.
Yeah.
He came and knocked on my door.
Yeah.
My apartment. Don't know if I live with a man.
You
Nothing.
see me trying to
And
do
he
this.
did
Try to
say
get
that.
at you.
He
Yeah.
did say that.
And
Yeah,
she was-
but that's what I'm saying. I think there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a woman can even like a guy, but at least act like it. Act like, make him
Chase.
chase. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. And then that's maybe old fashioned or whatever. I know ladies today got a new thing. If I want it, I go to. Okay, but I just think it's better.
I hear them young kids saying that nowadays. They're
Yeah.
like, no, if I like him, I'm gonna chase him.
Sure.
I'd be telling my kids, I was like, don't chase no man, please.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Well-
Let him chase you.
The word of God say he did find us.
Come on, Pastor.
Right.
So, I'm just going to give you that. Don't go there. Don't do that. Watch yourself, son. He didn't find us. You know what I'm saying? So, if he ain't
Not she.
finding,
Yeah.
Right.
then what we doing here?
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's, you see it. You
Yeah.
know that's the way we geared.
Yeah.
You got to chase. We love to chase.
Yeah, we love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What she say? Oh, she ain't called back. I used to lay on the floor.
Yeah.
Calling people, charging
Yeah.
to other people's number, trying to get mine.
Yeah.
You ain't here. Now, charging to the third.
Yeah.
Where she at? Then I'm charging all the phones around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Not mine.
Yeah.
And I'm calling on my any phone. But I'm telling you, the chase is real. You know what I mean? A
Sure.
man like to chase. He
Yeah.
don't like a woman. I done had situations where a girl come, I be trying to get the hell away from
Yeah.
her. It scares the hell out of me.
Yeah, it's too much. And then, just from my perspective, it's just out of order.
Yes, it
and
is.
so
That's it.
that's just the word that I like to use for it. It's just
Yeah.
out of order. Just I ain't saying a woman can't see a guy like a guy. Man, my wife saw me and was in, but still, I had we even connected that night, I still would have hoped she would have made me chase.
Right.
That's right.
You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, you can put yourself in places to be found. Like, hey boy, you see me, but still let me man up. Let me be a man with it.
Yes,
I think a lot of this newer generation, because as time passed and women are more like independent,
Sure.
they're feeling like because I'm independent, I need to initiate. I need to do this.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to still educate some of these younger kids. I said, there's nothing wrong with being independent, but you don't want to be independent to the point where you're making him feel like
Yeah.
he's not the head of the household.
Sure.
He's not the leader. You as a woman need to know how
Yeah.
to step back in certain states and be mentally independent and be quiet with
Yeah.
certain things and
Yeah.
let him be that leader.
No
you
doubt.
know what I mean?
No doubt. No,
It's a
I'm with
wrong
you.
perception that we give out, right? Everybody want to publicize that ain't nobody married no more. A lot of people call me, man, me and my daughter, remember last year before she went back to school, I talked to the waiter and her and we don't do marriage. And
These young
I
kids.
say that's because you guys are not putting God first, bro. It's simply like, and all my partners has got wives
Yeah.
and married, so that's really a fake thing they're doing a lot of times.
Yeah.
They get on the line, and all the booty shaking and all of the stuff going
Yeah.
on is loud on that internet,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It's very loud, and
Very
people
loud.
can be really looking at things and misconceiving what's really going on in reality, man. Because we all out here trying to make it. Like me and Ali talked about last time, I don't know those dads that are not good dads,
Sure.
I mean, or bad dads.
Yeah, we talk about that all the time.
So I agree with him on that because at the end of the day, there are some marriages that'll work out here. There are some marriages that won't work. But if you put God first,
Yeah.
it's up, man.
Sure.
It's up.
I agree.
That's
But
how y'all done it. Ain't no way.
Yeah.
And ain't no happily married for no 29 years. It's been some hell of a thing that
Come
could have
on.
knocked y'all off y'all square.
Yeah.
I already know that. I don't have to
Yes.
think about that.
Yeah.
Life be life, and as they
Yeah.
say, right? Mm-hmm. Give it up. I'm going to give it back because you looking like you want to get right on it. You ain't learning nothing. We do this all day, every day.
Listening, I still learn.
Go ahead.
But so where did you get your funny from? Your mom, your dad, or
Yeah.
where did that come
I'm gonna
from?
say, everybody in my family, I have a small family. So, my mom's funny. When she goes to the beauty salon or at church, she the funny one. My aunts, they funny. I have two aunts, and they are, They got their little comedy rooms that they go to where they the funny people. I had an uncle, he's passed now, and he was extremely funny, my Uncle Larry.
Wow.
And actually, he wanted to be a comedian, but he didn't really know how.
That's right.
And so he really lived through me.
Wow.
It was good for him to see me do it because he always said, man, that's something I would have loved to do. So, yeah, got a pretty, my family, my little small family, everybody got a personality. Personality, they joke a lot. And I'm definitely not the funniest one. I'm just
Who is the funniest one, if you had to say?
I would say the funniest one would probably be, I would say it would be my Uncle Larry, because I got a chance to talk to him a lot privately. You understand what I'm saying? So he gonna talk. But I would say he's the funniest one, and then my Aunt Tina, she's super funny too. But I'm just the one who got the structure. You understand what I'm saying? And was able to take it and put it on, right. Make it a profession. But just as raw funny, oh yeah.
Let me ask you about just going back into how you even got on the stage.
Yeah.
What happened to get you on that stage? Did they boo you? Just boo, get up out of here. Or did you kill it? Or, I've had these stories come on. I've heard everybody's story. I want to hear yours, like how it happened.
Okay. Well, mine was different because I wasn't thinking about being a comedian. I was actually just a funny dude working at the church.
Okay.
So I used to work for BET, Hits from the Streets. I don't know if you remember that show back in the day.
I remember.
I was a producer on that show.
Okay.
So after I left BET, I came home because I had a deal with my wife. Let me chase my dreams for 5 years. And if it don't pop, then I'm just going to come home and then, get a job and we'll just live, together. I mean, married life, just, hey, I ain't going to be out here trying to chase nothing. Mm-hmm. Get back, 5 years and kind of it's coming to an end. I'm working on staff at this church and I'm hosting this Christmas gala because I'm the funny dude at the church. Every church got the funny dude.
Okay.
And so I host the gala. Monday come, a lady calls the church and say, hey, I would like to speak to the comedian at y'all church.
Wow.
And they was like, comedian? We ain't got no comedian here.
You serious folk.
Yeah, it's serious. Like, no, the guy who hosted that Christmas gala. They're like, oh, you talking about Marcus? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he ain't no comedian. But she was like, well, I kind of get me in touch with him. So they gave her my number. She calls me and she says, hey, I own a coffee shop called Muddy Waters. And we celebrating 1 year of existence and we want to do something different. And we would love for you to come do your comedy at our show.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, I ain't no comedian. She was like, but I saw you at the Christmas gala at that church. You was very funny. I said, yeah, that's just my church folk. They know me. I ain't no comedian. And she says, well, I have $500.
That's it right there.
Now, let me show you, E, because I have to tell people what that means. This is 2002, right? Or 2001, actually. It's the December. It's the end of 2001. I'm making $1,200 a month at the church. She says $500
for one night.
For one night. I said, I'll try it. So I go do her show. She calls me 3 days later. Hey, the people out here really love you because Pearland at the time where the coffee shop was a new development.
How long was the show for, though? How long did you have to go up there and do what you had to do for it?
So probably I did probably about 30 to 40 minutes, but not all together.
Okay.
I broke it up. Like I go up, do 10 minutes, bring up a poet.
Okay.
Go up, do another 10, bring up a singer. That's how I was a go.
And I go back. It too.
I host it. I go read my material, come back out. You see
and
what I'm saying?
And you wrote material down.
Yeah, I didn't really know. I just would tell stories, stuff about happening in college, happening in my family, blah, blah, blah. I just tell stories. And so, that's how I was doing it. So when she calls me 3 days later after the first show, she says, hey, the people really love this. Because like I tell you, it's a new development called Pearland. That's where we live now.
Wow.
And she says, and they want to do this once a month. And I'm going to pay you $750.
That's big money, man.
I was making $1,200
for one
in
night.
30 days. Now $750 one day.
That's right.
One day.
That's right.
So after that, man, it just grew. We went from 1 show to 2 shows to 3 shows, and then it was like boom.
But I gotta ask this question though. So at the time when you did that first show and you wrote down your stories, and you at that point you never thought about becoming a comedian, did you ever watch comedians and be like, and, you know, and get ideas when you were writing down your stories?
So I used to write for Hits from the Streets. I used to do all that writing. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I knew my pen game was okay. I just didn't know I can do comedy without cussing.
Okay.
Because my thing was I didn't want to be on stage. You know, I'm a preacher's kid, a preacher's grandkid, a preacher's great-grandkid.
Wow.
And then I'm a Christian. So I didn't just want to be on stage
ripping it,
just cussing and blah, blah, blah. Even if I cuss in my private life, I don't want my presentation to the world to be this.
Got it.
And so, so I never thought about being a comedian because all the comedians I like, they cuss.
Yes, sir.
All of them.
Who was your favorite?
So coming up, of course, Eddie Murphy. He was the first one. I like Damon Wayans. This one I'm just going from when I started paying attention. Right. Yeah. Eddie Murphy, Damon Wayans, and then of course as I got older, Martin, Jamie Foxx, Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley. You know, these are guys that I was just looking at, and I was just like, oh, okay.
Wow. Man, that's heavy too, man. I'm more of I go old Dolomite and Red Fox.
Yeah.
You know, I looked at him and that whole stuff.
But at the time, I didn't know he did stand up. I just know him from Sanford and Son.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you
heard it. You had to hear the tapes.
Oh yeah.
See, y'all niggas didn't listen to the tapes. Y'all was too busy watching TV.
Oh, too busy at church.
Yeah. Oh, at church. No, I wasn't there. My aunt had it worried me to death about church. Please don't come over. I'm drinking. Please hide that beer. Here she come. You know what I'm saying? She keep talking about the Bible, and when I got in trouble, she was the one writing me and sending me scripture.
She was the one doing it.
And sent me money and everything. I sent it back. I said, I don't why is you sending checks to the penitentiary, man?
Where you gonna
that? The whole check just come through. I'm like, I ain't had it tripping. Send it back there. Tell her don't worry about it. But no, man, I really I love the fact of how you came in the game, and it's like God guided you, right?
That's right.
It's like yours was,
sure.
It wasn't hard.
It wasn't hard.
Forced.
It wasn't forced.
You know what I'm saying?
I tell people that all the time.
Man.
Yeah.
Every other story I done heard, these niggas done got booed, ran out the shop. They was at the old building in the back. I had to come to the front type. You don't have that story.
I have never done an open mic.
Wow.
I've never been there, put my name on a list, do an open mic. No, man, when that's I tell God. You, that's God. God just navigated mine, just boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
And then you the only person I know that went to college and really didn't you do what you went to college for?
Yeah.
That's hard. You know? You know I'm telling the truth. That's why you laughing. Everybody quit that as soon as they leave. I 18 to 20, I'm done with that. I want to do this now. Yeah. But you got it right early on.
Yeah.
Because you're a preacher's kid.
Well, no, I ain't going to say that.
Y'all were bad as hell. Let's just be real for a minute. You know y'all kissing up at that church.
You need to come.
No, I know.
I did.
I know what they're going on at church.
Oh yeah. But see, people mistake church like church is something. When you grew up in church like me, all my firsts probably came at church.
That's right.
Because I'm there all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm a preacher's kid. I'm in church 4 out of the 7 days. So my first kiss, I still remember. Yeah, I still remember LaWanda. Tongue all down my throat behind the church. You know what I'm saying? That happened at church. We would have lock-ins, boy, we crawling on the pews, we was very much so. I still had to live. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
You tell the truth, because my cousin Bubba, so shout out to Bubba up in Indianapolis, man. I said, boy, you was up at that church. That's why I didn't go. You passed by where they had it. Y'all go up there. You brag about it. You come down dancing harder than everybody. Happy about what you did up at the church. I was nervous about even getting involved with what you had going on. Play with God.
Yeah, right. And that's most people like you. Yeah. That's the thing they take. Like, I don't play with God. Y'all playing with God. It ain't that we was playing with God. We're here every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we here every day, bro. And so everybody got their different, which is cool. You know, it's nothing that right or wrong. It's just
Man,
I'm at church every day.
I got embarrassed at church. My grandma would go every now and then. And she sung louder than everybody in there and had me sitting there. And I'm like, I know she ain't came to no choir practice or nothing. I see everybody. I said, why is she? This is embarrassing. I got to go to school with these kids tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? So I would go, but only a little bit because that's how I was taught, just to go a little bit.
Just a little something.
Easter. You know what I'm saying?
Mother's Day.
Christmas. Or funerals. I was frequent in the funerals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I used to do a lot of funerals when I was young. That's why I really don't go today. I try my best not to go to them funerals. Yeah, I don't go to them. Because if it's somebody that died that I know, typically I look at funerals more as of a show.
Wow.
I just really do. That's just my thing. And don't get me wrong. I know we have to have them, so I'm not acting like you don't supposed to have funerals. But I didn't miss the show, which was their life.
That sound like her. That's what she thinks.
Yeah. See, the show is the life, you know. So a lot of people come to these funerals because they trying to catch up because they done missed out on the person's life, you know, most times. So a lot of people, now you got to want to come and, you know, pay their respect.
Their last respect.
Yeah.
And my wife, she liked this joke I wrote because I believe, save your respect, just pay. I think funerals need to start charging.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I think they need to charge at funerals. Because I want, do you really love me? Would you pay
Who's gonna get the money?
Would you pay? The family, that's who need it.
That's right.
The family, that's who need it. I mean, I appreciate your hugs and your, hey, if you need anything, I need something. Yeah, like, so what we talking about? Man, if you need something, holler at me.
I like it.
That ain't no, you know what, man. Come on, man.
That's true.
If you just gone, you know, because it's funeral costs. That's why you got all these GoFundMe funerals.
Oh yeah,
and all this type of stuff.
Yep.
It's a big show too, boy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't be having insurance.
They don't have
none of that
insurance.
stuff.
I
all
haven't
that.
seen none of these folks in forever. When I go to
it's a reunion, and don't get me wrong, it's cool when you go somewhere. It's unfortunate, but it's cool when you go places, somebody die, and you see people you ain't seen
in forever.
In forever. It's a nice little catch up, you know, for y'all. But man, it's this family grieving.
They grieving.
And we don't even know it. We don't know the money looking like, we don't know nothing. And so they just really financed a nice reunion for other people.
They sure did.
That's what they did. They financed a reunion.
Fed them and everything.
Yeah. Fed them all this.
We finna kick it.
And everybody just come by there. Yeah, I was there. Took some pictures. We hung out, ate, and you left. Ain't spent nothing.
That eating part.
I hate when people be taking pictures of the body and posting.
That's
it.
what they doing now. I see them standing them up in the club.
Man.
They doing all that.
Online, it's totally different. I ain't never seen none of this, man.
Yeah.
I like, wow, they really doing this.
Well, didn't that start here in Dallas?
Don't start that, man.
No,
I'm up here.
It was some funeral home here.
The comedian
They was on TV.
Damn.
You remember that? They was out of Dallas.
Was it Dallas?
Was in red.
They put you on the motorcycle and all that type of
I
stuff.
thought that was like out of the United
I
States
don't know
because I know
where
that was
countries
in
outside.
Dallas.
Where?
Golden
They
Gate.
did that.
You so don't come in here talking in my ear. I promise you I will shut it down.
That started right here.
Wow.
I didn't even know it,
didn't
man.
know that.
Man, shout out to Golden Gate, man. That boy doing their thing over there. I'm not
they did their thing.
They helping people to go to the club afterwards and everything. You know what I'm saying? I would not be taking it right.
No, I sit in the back of the church and I will not
you
even
don't
look at
view
the body.
Never.
Because I can't stand when people talk about, they look like they
look
was
just
sleep.
like
They just
themselves.
look
They
like
did a good job.
Man,
Who got the body?
Who got the
all
body?
that old time? Yeah, man.
I want to remember you how you looked when you was alive. I don't want to remember because that's an image that to me, especially if you were close to the person, you're never gonna get that image out of your head. I don't want to live with that image.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I just don't really like going to.
I don't agree with that. You know, I'm going in there.
You going in there?
I let him go look.
Yeah.
Look how they dressed him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, I don't want that. I told them I don't even really need no casket. Just you can put a live picture of me.
Who that sound like?
On the easel.
Yeah.
That's
and
me.
Keep me like that.
But you know what a person told me? I used to always
say
say that. And a person told me that when you're gone, you don't know, everybody need closure for different reasons and in different way. Everybody grieve in different ways. Some people need to see you to say, okay, you're really gone. And you touch that person. So when you're dead and gone, you don't know, you don't care, you don't anything at all. So, but these other people got to keep living.
Yeah.
You don't know if they got to look at you. Because at first I didn't want nobody to look at me in that casket or
Let me tell you something, man. I don't know. Sometimes you just have a moment. My dad's funeral, I always tell this story. You know what I'm about to say. I was sitting in there, and I had already admired the body up at the funeral home.
Sure.
And they say, you can come up and make the remarks, you know. And some dude got up, and I don't know who this dude was, but he looked at the crowd. He say, I don't know who this man is, but today my birthday. And if they having this funeral on my birthday, he had to be a good man. I didn't know what everything stopped in my mind. Man, this happened. I promise you, she was there. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
I said, man, this is wild. I never would have thought this would have happened today. Because I laugh a lot. So I needed that. God knew I needed that.
He said he don't know this man.
I don't know this man.
What is he doing here?
I don't know. That's what I'm telling you.
Y'all have finance a stranger. He in there eating everything. Don't even know your dad.
Don't even
they
know
need to
it.
start charging.
Man, go ahead.
Start charging.
But I'm gonna go back into the comedy, man. I want to know how you and Ali Siddiq hooked up, man, because that's my guy.
Yeah.
And
but before you get to Ali, because you said that God guided you through your whole situation.
Okay,
After you
we'll
finished
go.
with the coffee shop, how did your next situation come up after that?
he didn't detail it enough.
Yeah,
for us.
I like to walk
woman
you
like
through.
detail.
Oh, you got to come to my show.
I like to walk it
No,
through.
I'm with you. I get
Okay.
it. So I met Ali, and all this go together.
Okay.
So let me put it together. So before I actually did my first show at the coffee shop, I met Ali
Okay.
because I had to go see comedians. So at the time, Ali was the guy in Houston who had all the local rooms.
Wow.
He probably had 2-3 rooms a night. And so I would go and sit in the back. I've never been on stage. And I would just watch him. Another guy named Dave Lawson, a guy named Keir Spades, a guy named Terry, the gross man.
Yeah.
I go watch these guys. And I just sit in the back. Because these were the comedians in Houston that was performing a lot. And so finally they hit me. They was like, hey, bro, you a comedian? I was like, I'm getting ready to be, They was like, well, you got to get on this stage. I was like, well, yeah, I ain't really ready. I'm just kind of gleaning, and they probably like, oh, you stealing material. That probably they, but I wasn't stealing that. I'm just trying to, because I know I got a show at this coffee shop coming up in September.
Yeah.
And I probably start watching them like in May, somewhere like that, of '02.
Dope.
So that's when I met Ali. And so then when I established my thing at the coffee shop, he would come perform there.
Oh.
See what I'm saying? Because I told you I was hosting it. That's how I would do it. I would host it. I would book people to come.
Okay.
Wow.
And that's how I would, build my thing. So that's how we, that's how we built a relationship. So even though he was doing the clubs, and then at the coffee shop, churches started using these nights as outings for the married ministry, for the single ministry. And so churches start flooding it. And then the churches start booking me outside of the coffee shop to come to their churches because the coffee shop was too small.
I figured that.
And so that's how but we were still friends. So I would still do Ali stuff because Ali had happy hours on Wednesdays. We would go do at 7:00. Well, ain't nobody listening. Everybody that's trying to holler at some, hey, what's up, baby?
Yeah.
And then we on stage, but Ali was a hustler. So he would go get this money from the club to put on a little happy hour comedy show. Wow. So you have a few people listening, but people in there, they got out work, they trying to drink and talk. But we do that. I done performed with Ali at a strip club.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Did a show called Ass Night. Nobody is there.
What kind of jokes you did there?
Nobody want to hear comedy at Ass Night. Let's be clear. They're not here for the comedians. And so I was able to be on this side of it with Ali, seeing how the obstacles and those rooms helped me. It helped me be able to read the room. It helped me be able to think fast and XYZ. So now when I go do the churches, when I can where ain't nobody interrupting you, where there's no obstacles.
Way easier.
It's way easier. I could just go do my thing. And so, so we I think Ali maybe started 4 years before me, when he had got out. And we've been partners, ever since.
Man, that's so live, man.
And so how I got here today was when the pandemic hit. the churches had shut down.
Sure did.
But the comedy clubs were still open. They were operating maybe at 50%, something like that.
Right.
So Ali was like, hey, Mark, I know the churches done shut down. Why don't you come, come travel with me? I can't pay you like the churches, but I can put something in your pocket. You ain't making no money, being at the crib.
Right.
And so I started going with him. Started doing the comedy clubs, right? And then, boom, he blows up with Domino Effect.
That's right.
And now he go from doing these clubs to the theaters. So he hits me again and say, hey, Mark, why don't you come feature for me on my tour? And how much can you pay me? Because the church is back open now. Let's be clear. Yeah, I may not have been a big name, but I've always been making money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the churches are back open now. And he was like, well, we came up with this number. I was like, okay, cool. Because now I ain't gotta fetch shows. His calendar is booked.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So we came up with the number. And he had been telling me, Marcus, at some point you got to get out these churches to expand. I know you're doing your thing, but you got to get out to expand. And so I did my little special, and he said the material was good, but I ain't like how it was shot. You know how he very vocal. He don't care nothing about your feelings. He don't care if this was your partner that did it. He very vocal. So he was like, let me shoot your next special. And I was like, yeah, all right. And I thought he was just talking. So as we are doing his tour, he said, hey, man, when you going to be ready to shoot your special? I said, I'm ready. He said, well, pick a date. I picked a date. Man, the man paid for everything. He paid for everything. I just showed up, did my special. Marriage is major surgery. And, we about at 4 million views right now.
I see that, man. I'm so happy, man.
Yeah, you happy. No, and watch this. I'm happy because my prayer, I just want him to get his money back. And because I know he did it from a pure place. But still, I didn't want it to flop and he'd be like, yeah, man, I tried to do something this boy. I done lost money. You know what I'm saying? My whole
that production that you thinking about it. It's hard too. I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Get your money
But you see
back.
the difference, and you saw the reason why he said,
Oh, most definitely.
yeah.
I'm happy.
Let me shoot it because I'm going to show you what it's supposed to look
he
like.
has been right on time.
Oh, yeah.
He's been 100. Everything going. And so now we're getting ready to shoot part 2.
Yeah.
On September 13th.
Wow.
It's called Rehab.
Come on now.
Because after surgery, you got to go to
Rehab.
Come on now. And so that's our relationship. And then we friends, our wives, we go out, we go vacation, we go to concerts all the time.
Wow.
Well, it's more than just, he's just a comedian that I know.
Brotherhood.
Our children play together, all this here. So it's more than just.
You know why I'm happy, right?
Yeah.
Cause you niggas from Texas, man.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing. I don't give a damn. Nothing else you talking about. I'm representing over here, nigga. I'm putting my stuff together. I ain't thinking about what y'all got going. I got my domino effect, nigga.
Yeah.
You from Texas, nigga. So I got look, I'm playing chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So I thank God for y'all, man. I thank God.
appreciate it.
Bubba Dub, you, all the people. I'm watching all.
I met Bubba Dub.
That's my guy.
Yeah,
all the comedians. God done blessed me with Boss Talk. I'm a comedian hub for y'all, man.
I got
you know what I'm saying? I love
Yeah.
it, bro. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I like laughing. So I'm coming out there tonight, too.
Come on.
I told him we got to go.
So I gotta ask, so when you first started out in a coffee shop, did you always start your jokes with about marriage?
No. I used to do I do jokes about everything. Watch this. I remember Making of the Band was a real big show back in the day. On TV. And then I would do jokes about stuff like that, right? I would see little funny things and do jokes. And I remember, man, Ali hit me one day. He said, we was in Shreveport. Never shall forget this. He said, I did the little Making of the Band joke. Everybody loved it. I come off stage. Why you do that joke? I said, what? He said, what that joke is? I said, it's funny. You hear the people out there, don't you? It's a funny joke. He's talking about, yeah, it's funny, but I mean, it ain't you. Well, he like, bro, I don't care how funny you are. If them people don't know you,
That's true.
you ain't really did nothing. Right? That's what he said. And I was like, And so it kind of changed. Like, I need to be a part of all the joke because that particular joke I'm just talking about some I don't have no affiliation with. It's
right.
just something I see.
That's right.
So now, since that conversation, I've always tried, where am I in this joke?
That's right.
You know, how does this joke identify with me? So that now led me, Miss Jamaica, to talk more about my family. I talk a lot about my wife. She used to didn't like it.
I was just about to ask.
She didn't like it, and she probably still don't like it. But hey,
She got used to it.
You got used to it, and this is how we eat. I mean, I'm just to be honest with you. It's how we eat. And then what I've learned, I run things by her now though.
Okay.
See, back then I wouldn't run nothing by. I just go do the joke.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
You run it by her now.
Yeah, I kind of just tell her, and kind of explain so you see where I'm coming from, and whatnot. I ain't out there trying to make it look bad. It is what it is. And I talk about my life more. I talk about my kids. I talk about, my mom. And then, just everything now, I try to make sure I'm in it.
Man,
it's me in it. And not
Is there
just
anything that you would not talk about?
I don't know. I mean, because I talk about everything, just because I'm clean, I'm talking about sex, I'm gonna talk about drugs, because I live this life. Like I've been around it. It's happening. So I'm just trying to tell you how I navigated through it or what I did. But yeah, I don't think any subject is off limit. I just try to find a way of saying it.
Did you ever somebody ever steal your joke?
Did they?
Yeah, nigga, I had to ask. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm messy over here. They say I'm messy. Boss talk be
And
messy.
how did you address
Somebody
it?
steal a joke. Somebody, who that told us like somebody stealing one of your kids? Somebody told us that.
Because this is our, what they call our intellectual property. It's
That's
my
right.
livelihood.
That's right.
So watch this. I get this had to be maybe around right before the pandemic. A comedian had texted me and said, hey, you need to check this link out. So they send me a link on the phone. I hit the link. It's a guy who's doing my entire set.
Verbatim.
Ooh.
Verbatim.
Damn.
Ooh.
He's not even changing. If I say I had chips and margarita at Chili's, I had chips and margarita. Hold on.
Say the same way.
The same way. And I'm talking about this 20-25 minutes
Wow.
of my entire set.
Wow.
Now, I'm going to show you something. I used to hear athletes say, man, when they win a championship, this is a surreal moment. I always say this word, surreal. I never knew what it meant, right? Until I saw this dude doing my entire set. It was a surreal moment because I thought, for a moment, I had to think, did I steal this material from him? Because he was doing it so well.
The benefit of the doubt.
He was killing. The crowd, and I'm sitting up here, I know this is my material. This is my material. So I called some comedians. Do y'all know this guy? Finally got him. They gave me his number. Shot me his whole info, email, everything. I called him a couple times, no answer. Email, no answer. So I go on live. I said, hey, y'all, it's a guy out here doing all. I didn't want to do this, but because he hadn't returned nothing.
Right.
This is the only way I could get in touch with him.
Or pull up wherever he performing.
So, man, my people who follow me, they went to his page, and I don't know what all they said, but they acted a donkey. All I know, I got a phone call. Hey, man, how you got these people calling me, talking about me and all that? I said, hey, brother, I tried to call you, emailed you, you ain't returned no calls. I left messages, all that.
Right.
I say, so you talking about how these people calling you? How is you doing my material? And so I had to tell him, I said, y'all got this Christian thing confused. Because I know you know better, number one, than me doing my material. I say, but y'all got it confused. Like, people, they'll try to think because you're a Christian and all this here, you soft. And watch this, I might be, but not my partners.
No, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? Not my cousins.
No,
yeah, I might be.
Yeah.
Got me.
Yeah.
I ain't around here front like I'm something I'm not.
But
the people who
it
love
can go
me,
down.
Yeah.
It can go down.
You know what I'm saying?
Really go down.
Yeah. So they kill me with this as if, he ain't gonna do nothing. You're absolutely right. I'm not. Yeah. But yeah.
There's some people who love me.
Yeah, and so he So
he stopped?
Yeah, he stopped. I had him pull it out. He had to take it offline. I said, hey man, you're gonna take all this offline, XYZ, woo, woo, woo. And you know, he was apologetic and all that, but I know he knew better.
Is he still doing it today, or he ain't even
doing comedy today?
Yeah, he's still doing comedy.
Wow, wow, that's crazy.
But
man.
that's crazy. I've never heard somebody stealing somebody's whole
set. He probably
set.
respect you too, man. He just just disrespected you at first.
Exactly, and he said it. He was like, man, I look up, you know, you don't be want to hear this at the time. But you know, man, I look up to you and all this. I think you the top as relates to this clean and all that. Hey, brother. So
this is my life.
That's why he tried to replicate you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Duplicate
you.
So I gotta ask this. So I know that you said you came from a family of preachers.
Sure.
And but I always tell people, being raised in the church and knowing God for yourself is two different things.
That's right.
How old were you when you knew God for yourself, and what did you have to go through before you figured it out?
That 3 days of dying.
13.
Okay.
So when my mom and dad, they didn't make me like join church or nothing. I had to be at church. I was in all the youth choir, the youth ushers, I was doing all the stuff. Youth deacon, everything was a youth something at the church. But they never made me go join church or give my life to Christ. They never forced that on me. They was like, you'll know when you know.
Wow.
And so at 13, I remember, I know the plan of salvation. I believe Jesus died for my sins, confess with my mouth, believe in my heart.
Right.
I knew this at 13. So that's when though I've been in church the whole time, that's when I, on my own, walked down the aisle, gave the pastor my hand, God my heart. That's right? At 13. And I knew from then that I would be living a life that I call today openly Christian.
Wow. That's dope, man.
And so and that's it. I think a lot of people have they different things. Some people talk about they might make it a little bit more spookier than how I would, but that's it. Man, getting saved, being saved, let me just stop there, is not hard.
It's the living.
It's the living.
No, you're exactly right.
You can get saved. That's why the church always trying to save people. They trying to say, hey man,
come down.
Come on down,
You embarrassed,
come on down, get your soul saved.
You like, man,
you
that
gotta
has
do the
nothing
work
to do with this other part, the living part. And so,
do you read
the Bible?
Yes.
For sure.
How often?
Not as much as I used to, but when I go to Bible study every Wednesday.
Correct.
I'm a Bible study guy.
Okay.
Because I'm gone on weekends.
Correct.
And so every Wednesday, 12 noon, I go with the older folk.
You go with the older folk.
Yeah.
You get your reading.
Yeah. Well, and my pastor, he really good. And so we got the textbooks and all this type of stuff. And so we study these lessons. So when I'm talking about reading, that's when I'm doing it. Like that. But not just every blue moon when I have to go speak somewhere and do something like that. But yeah.
And that's the only reason I said that is because it's that connection for me.
Sure.
Everybody has their way of connecting.
No doubt.
And everybody try to tell everybody how they ought to do it. But there's so many different people in the Bible that did it so many different ways. And Jesus connected to Peter, Paul, whoever, Thomas, Philip, all of them differently. But people don't want to tell that part. They so busy trying to conform everybody to what they want them to be.
Exactly.
And that's not the way it go. Sure. You have your way. It's a personal relationship.
That's it. Come on, Pastor.
Yeah, well, I'm not. That is a title and position don't guarantee productivity.
Oh,
I'm being real.
Come on, Pastor.
It's just being real, man. It's fucked up, man. But just being real, it's just a real thing. You have a connection with God, and I know that. Yeah. But you have a connection with God, and the way you connect with Him, that's your way, man.
No doubt.
And I just want you to connect with Him.
Yeah, I'm 100 with you.
I'm thinking you can do it however you want to do it. When I see Him, He said that's how He do it. I'm like, okay, this how I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure this thing out too. Sure. Everybody trying to figure this thing out.
Figure it out,
and that's it.
But what do you say to people who feel like, because when they look at you, whether being a pastor's kid or somebody who say that I'm a Christian, and they see them, they think that you're supposed to be walking this way. But they see you, every time a girl's skirt pass, you looking or you whatever, or you doing stuff that's not supposed to be
Does
Christian.
not represent Christian life.
Right. What do you say to those people who's like, that's why I'm not going to, go to church. That's why I'm not going to, be a Christian because they out here faking. They out here doing this because they say they're this, but they... What do you say to those people?
Yeah, when you
a
come
lot
to
of people say that.
When you come to my show now, you gonna get a little more clarity on that because my tour I'm on right now, when the church, I'm at the club.
That's hard.
Excuse me. I'm explaining a lot of this.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm explaining a lot, breaking this down. Because people are there. I'm a Christian, but I'm not the standard. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Christian, and there is a standard, but my standard is not your standard.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
That pastor. Yeah. You see him doing his hands like that?
Yeah. It's his standard. And we so busy down here, he do this and she do that and he did it. When we're not the standard is up here. That's right. And so, and people who say, well, see, look at them, that's why I don't go to church. That's not why you don't go to church. You don't go to church because you don't want to go, which is fine. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Some people start just being, man, I don't want to go.
That's right.
I'm not going because he drank or I'm just saying that. I'm not. That's not why I don't want to go. I'm not going because I don't want to go.
I don't want to go.
Because you hear people say, there's too many hypocrites in the church.
All that.
You hear that all the time.
But where else would they be? The church is where you go to try to correct whatever it is, what's wrong with you. So that whatever's wrong, they're gonna be in church.
No, that's exactly true.
They gonna be there. So I don't know why everybody think this church thing is, everybody in here got it together. No, everybody here is trying to get it together.
That's right.
And some got it together better than others.
No, I agree 100%. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's just tough, man. I watch everything. I see everybody. They doing their thing, and I just, like I say again, I just thank God that the gospel being preached.
Sure.
It got to go out. The word got to go out. It won't return void.
Yeah.
So as long as that word going out, I don't care where you at.
Yeah.
It's going to sweep the nation.
Sure.
And we got people like you in the comedy hall don't know why you talking about this, but God touching people through you there. Yeah. Everywhere you go, he has his way of getting into the podcast world. He's omnipotent. That's why he keeps showing up.
Come on, you've been reading.
I read a lot, but so he's going to keep showing up in every situation no matter where we go. Yeah. The word church comes from a Greek word meaning ecclesia. Ecclesia. It simply means to be called out from among them.
That's it.
We made it out of a building.
Come on.
I'm not going to go there with y'all. This is not what that is.
You know, I already got
this is what that is.
It is what it is. It's
this
boss
is my
talk.
ministry for sure, man. Yeah. But I just, like I said, man, to be able to see what God is doing with your life, with Ali Siddiq life, you know what I'm saying? The way that y'all are doing, man, I love it, bro. We need it. It's got an old school feel to me. Sure. You know, Richard Pryor and them would tell stories. They might cuss, but they were telling stories. Eddie Murphy had his way of telling stories. And Martin for sure. That's what they stuff was based off of. Y'all found y'all own niche market, though. The way y'all do it is so clean and refreshing, bro. I'm just being real, and I appreciate you for coming.
So I got one last question.
Yeah, you knew I was shutting down. Did you see that? Did you see me putting it in?
I saw you
bring that thing in.
But she got one more thing.
I'm gonna give it up.
I gotta say this. So y'all been married for a very long time. People always ask us, y'all.
She on the set, y'all, just so y'all don't think we crazy. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
People always ask us, what holds us together? What have we learned from being married? Because a lot of people out here getting married and trying to hold it together, trying to do all of that, but find it difficult. Yeah. What is one of the major things that you have learned from being married that could help a lot of these people out here who are watching?
Wow. Forgiveness.
Wow.
I think that's the key. One of the main things is, man, I'm a mess up. Man, she gonna mess up. And we've learned, I think in the years, we gonna forgive.
That's right.
And then we gonna move on. And then somebody gonna mess up again. And we gonna forgive. And we gonna move on. Because that is the relationship that God had with us. Mm-hmm. He say he's married to the backslider.
Come on now.
So basically, he marries us knowing we gonna be messing up, and we ask for forgiveness, and he forgives, and we move on. And so, the marriage on earth is like it should resemble the marriage we have with him. And so that's just the thing, and you know.
And I'm gonna add something.
And watch that. We don't call God stupid for forgiving us.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So why are we calling the woman stupid for forgiving her husband, or husband stupid for forgiving his wife?
Right.
That's right.
You know.
And I got to add something to that, because a lot of people struggle with this. When he say forgive, he mean not bringing it back up. Forgive. Yeah. Not, I forgive you, but next week he'd be like, I don't forget. This. Because people always say, I can forgive, but I won't forget.
Sure.
But you won't forget, but that doesn't mean that you have to keep
bringing it up.
Because you keep your relationship in that same place if you keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And when we learn, we have to learn to do that, because sometimes I bring up something. Why you bringing it up? And I have to say, hey, I'm bringing this up for reference. You know? But at the same time, it's still bringing it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I think it's not, again, there's no perfect, no cookie cutter way, but you know, I do think forgiveness is the main thing to any marriage.
Yeah.
When you can learn how to forgive.
Wow, man, I always think about basically if you look at a problem in your marriage and you put it on a scale from 1 to 3, and 3 is the hardest, you'd be like, man, it's a 3. Yeah. But if you look at it on a scale of it's a 10, then that 3 don't look so bad. You know what I mean? And I think that's never letting the problem be bigger than your marriage. Sure. All these concepts have helped me to stay grounded. That's and knowing that it's okay, and it's okay to even stay for the kids at one point, because people like, man,
I'm talking about that in rehab. Oh, really? I'm talking about
it's okay.
People say it's a problem. People feel like it's a problem.
No, that's a great reason to say. It's a great reason.
But I ain't gonna go into the go all the way in that man stuff.
He told you we've had this store for over 20 years, right?
Yeah.
And being in retail, you meet people coming in all the time talking to us. That's the one thing I learned about what my gift is. And I never knew my gift as growing up, because people have different gifts. I go out here and play ball. I go out here and do this. And I never knew what my gift was till one day God brought it to me. I'm like, people come into the store who I've never met a day in my life. And the day that they come in, it's like we've known each other forever. And they'll come in and tell me their whole story. They'll pray, they'll cry, they'll do all of that.
Right. We had a lot of them.
And I've met some people who will stay in relationships because of kids. Yeah. And I feel like sometimes they really don't give their relationship the true justice. And the reason why I say this, because as soon as the kids graduate, they divorce.
Yeah.
You're not giving that relationships its true justice if in the back of your mind you're saying, as soon as they graduate, this is it. It. You have to really try to make it work.
Yeah. So the kids, it's a not to get into my stuff coming up. And
get into the man's stuff.
But the kids, every marriage at some point, marriages go through seasons. And you might need something in this season for y'all to maintain. And so if the kids was maintaining y'all in this season, to God be the glory.
That's right.
Now, the next season should be something else. I mean, it might be something else. So like you say, once the kids graduate, now we got to find how are we maintaining now?
That's right. That's
what's next? And so it shouldn't be okay. Well, they gone. Now we finna divorce. You just gotta you gotta find something to maintain.
Well, God has a way, man. Grandkids, all that stuff.
All that
thing. These are phases, man, and we've seen those phases, and I love those phases as well. So I mean, that's the part I know. It's a reason. Yeah. I remember Grandma and Grandpa being together for 40 some years. Dad and Mama did. Your mom and dad was, but
until he passed.
Until he passed. But this is the thing that you have to look at if you're a man, a real man with that wisdom that comes with that gray. Yeah, you supposed to be thinking about this stuff.
Thinking about it,
and how you gonna set the bar. You gotta set the bar, man.
And does true love really exist?
Yeah, true love exists. I've been here with you. Let me get you off here, man. Mr. Marcus D. Wiley, man. How can people get a hold of you if they're trying to reach out, brother?
Well, I love to give people first my website. I still got a website.
What?
I paid for the domain for 10 years.
Come on, man.
So I like to share it. It's marcusdwiley.com.
Man.
But then, of course, on all social media, I'm Marcus D. Wiley on Instagram, Marcus D. Wiley on X.
Wow.
Marcus D. Wiley on Twitter. I am Marcus D. Wiley on Facebook. And so that's me.
Man, thank you so much for coming on the show, bruh. We love you.
Love y'all
It's been another great segment of Boss Talk 101, where the bosses talk.
And we out.